Hello guys, hello. I've literally just ordered some lunch and I was gonna eat and then film, and then I was like, why not combine the two, because I can't actually remember the last time I did a mukbang. Is that how you say it? I never know how to say it, but I've ordered from a place called Acai Bowls. I've never ordered from here before, but I've seen it so many times, and usually I don't like ordering by myself. I like ordering with someone because I just feel like it's pointless ordering by myself. But Manny's working all week in the office and we came back from London yesterday, so we have no food in. And my surgery's tomorrow, so we just decided we'd be ordering anyway. I couldn't decide whether to order breakfast or lunch because it's 12:30, but I'm yet to eat anything. Like, I've not ate all morning, so I ordered both. I didn't want to go in the middle, apparently. I wanted to order one of each, so I've ordered 2 of the bowls. These look so good. I've literally been craving acai for the longest time, so I ordered this acai bowl. This looks so good. This probably looks like the best one I've ever had, so hopefully it tastes like it as well. This has strawberries, bananas, coconut flakes, peanut butter and granola on the top, and then obviously it's just got the acai on the bottom. Also ordered, this chicken is looking a little bit unseasoned, so maybe I need some sauce on that, but I've also got the Mexican bowl. So I think this comes with, let me even have a little poke at this because I'm not actually sure. So obviously I've got the chicken. It's also got some feta on there, which I added on. I've been really craving feta at the minute. I've got some beans, tomatoes, some sweet potato. That actually looks so good. Some corn. This corn, oh my gosh. That is like my favourite food, I swear. I'm obsessed with sweet corn. And then I've got some black rice as well. And it also came with, I think this is like a chipotle mayo. So this is what my lunch will be. Lunch, breakfast, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to do a girl talk today. I feel like this has been a long overdue video because I constantly get messages in my DMs asking for advice on certain situations. And honestly, like when I first started doing girl talks, I feel like my mindset and I feel like I've changed so much. Obviously when I started YouTube I was 19 and I'm 24 now. I've got a lot of experience and I think I'm just a little bit wiser. So maybe don't watch the old ones, maybe watch the new ones, because there are some thoughts that have changed. Quickly going to interrupt this video because we do have a sponsorship for today's girl talk, which is one of my favorite brands that I've been working with, Casetify. I've recently got the new iPhone 13 Pro Max and always need a good protective phone case on my phone because I've said this in every video, but I am so clumsy and no phone case has ever protected my phone like these ones. So the one I have on at the minute is the Ultra Impact compostable case. You can actually drop these up to 6'6". I mean, you're not going to be higher than that. Your phone's never going to be higher than that. So super protective. The new compostable cases, once you're done with this phone case, it's not going to go to waste. It's going to go back to where it came from, basically. It's not going to help destroy the planet, which honestly this year, that was one of my main goals. Like, I really want to try and be more sustainable with fashion and with accessories and things like that. So that was such a great phone case for me. Obviously you do have a couple of different ones, so this is the one I have on currently. They're fully customizable as well, because I mean Casetify cases honestly have the most beautiful designs. They always collaborate with like the coolest brands. I really like the custom ones as well. So this one's just like a royal blue and has my name on it, but I do have a couple of others. I also picked up this nude one. I do just sometimes like a plain phone case, but this one also has my name on it as well. And then I also got this one, which is so cute and it's got me so excited for spring. Still in the little case. I got this little floral one. In fact, I kind of want to put this on now. Like I said, it's just getting me so excited for spring. But yeah, there's so many different designs and you can customize so many of the different phone cases as well. So if you shop through my link, which I'll leave on the screen, but I'll also leave a link to it in the description box, then you get 15% off Casetify, which is obviously amazing. And yeah, I mean, these have been the only phone cases that I've been using and they're incredible, so definitely recommend. Okay, we're gonna start by trying this glorious looking acai bowl, not with a fork though, with a spoon. Although I don't really like wooden spoons because sometimes it tastes like the sauna. Do you know what I mean when you're eating with a wooden spoon? Fine. Yeah. Oh my god, the peanut butter in this is the best part by far. I'm not gonna lie, this could be the best one yet. Love. This is like a perfect example of my personality. Like, I'm so indecisive when it comes to ordering. When I go out for breakfast, do I want pancakes or do I want avocado toast? Like, this is always my debate. Do I want sweet or do I want savoury? So the best thing to do in that situation is just order both. Oh my god, yum. Although I can taste this wooden spoon, so I'm gonna have to go and get a metal one because that's not cute. Okay, I'm gonna start on this one because this one I think I answered. Oh my god, sorry. I think I did answer this one a few years ago and my mindset has kind of changed on it. Opinions on your man liking girls' photos. Right, so my opinion has changed on this from the last time I answered it, maybe a few years ago, because the thing is with me, I am not a jealous person and no man on this planet, not my boyfriend, not anyone, will ever make me feel like I'm in competition with another girl, ever, period. Like, even if he liked another girl's photo, that's not my competition. Like, I know who I am. I'm not being big-headed, but like, I've got so much respect for myself that no one's ever going to put me in that position. For me, what kind of message are you trying to send someone by liking their picture? Now, don't get me wrong. Me and my boyfriend have had this discussion before. Oh my gosh. And I mean, we've both come to the same conclusion on it. Like, I think it's something you have to talk about because not everyone has the same mindset. Not everyone, you know, thinks the same way. So I'm not saying this for every single guy, but imagine if it was real life and you're going up to a girl saying, I like that. Like, ooh. If you're liking a half naked picture of a girl or even just a fully clothed one, what kind of message are you trying to send to the girl? Do you know what I mean? Like, why does she need to see your name in her likes? I get if it's like a friend or it's someone you want to show support to, or I understand that, but if it's just a girl that you see out occasionally or you kind of know but not really, or you just follow her on Instagram, for me, I don't understand it. I understand Instagram isn't that deep to like, it wouldn't break up the relationship for me, but if you continued, if you've set that boundary that you don't want your man or your girlfriend liking pictures of the opposite sex or, you know, people they're attracted to, then that person shouldn't cross that boundary. Because the thing is, I wouldn't break up with you for liking a girl's photo. I would break up with you for crossing a boundary, because I'm thinking, if you're willing to cross that boundary, what other boundaries are you willing to cross? It's just more the message that they're trying to send the other person. Like, what are you trying to gain by that? What are you trying to gain by liking another girl's photo? I would say have a conversation with your man and just say, listen, I don't know what kind of message you're trying to send, but I don't appreciate it. And just set that boundary. Like, is it that deep? If he like kicks up a fuss about liking other girls' photos, then that's a red flag, obviously, because why is it that big of a deal? Yeah, this is just my opinion and like how I go about my relationship, I guess. But yeah, I know some couples are completely different, so that's not me saying if your man's liking other girls' pictures, he's trying to send them a message. Because I know for a fact, if I was like him, guys' pictures, trying to like, I know why I like guys' pictures. If I've gone on a guy's profile and I've liked more than 3 pictures, it's because I'm subtly trying to tell him to DM me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't obviously do that now, but back then, if I was liking a guy's pictures, that's why. Because I wouldn't want to slide into his DMs, but I would want him to notice me and be like, oh, this chick's whatever, and then slide into my DMs. But that's a very good tip for you girls as well. If you don't want to slide into his DMs, just go through and like his pictures. How do I motivate myself to be that girl? Now, I don't like this term anymore because I feel like trying to become that girl is coming away from yourself. Let me tell you, you are already that girl. You're already that bitch. So please don't strive to be someone else. Like, if you don't like getting up at 5 AM, you don't have to get up at 5 AM. I'm that girl. Sometimes I wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning and I don't go to the gym, and I eat KFC. I'm still that bitch. I don't know, I just think it's kind of toxic saying that girl, or like you're trying to become that girl, because you are already that. But I think sometimes we just need to feel more motivated, and you know, like just because someone drinks 3 liters of water doesn't make them any better of a person than you, or just because someone goes to the gym every day of the week doesn't make them better than you. I think it's good to be motivated, and I think it's good to prioritize your health and prioritize your mental well-being and prioritize work and everything like that. But I don't think that should be another person. That is you have that in you. But I just don't think you should put pressure on yourself to like become all these things, and like put that girl, or like the image that you have of that girl, above you in your mind, if that makes any sense. Because sometimes I can have my days where you would say I'm that bitch, and I go to the gym, I eat stuff like this all the time, I get my iced latte, I don't wear mini Uggs, but like that kind of vibe. And then other days I will wake up really late, not feel like going to the gym. I haven't been to the gym today. I really wanted to, and I was like, do you know what, I'm not going to pressure myself to. And I don't want you guys to feel bad, or like you're not feeling like that girl if you're not doing that on this specific day because you feel a little bit rubbish. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I hope you understand it. But if you're wanting to become more motivated, podcasts are amazing, books are amazing. I think sometimes it is so good just to come off your phone. I'm trying to be on my phone a lot less. Like one day I saw my screen time and I was so embarrassed. I showed Manny and I was like, we have to come off our phones more. So rather than scrolling through TikTok for 3 hours in the evening, we'll either listen to a podcast or we'll read a book. And I know it sounds a little bit more boring and just a little bit more mentally exhausting than just easily scrolling through TikTok, but I promise it does so much more for your brain and for your mental health, for your focus, for your everything. So I think it is worth prioritizing things like that. So yeah, that's how I would say to motivate yourself. But if you're not feeling like that girl, then you're doing it all wrong, sis, because you already are that girl. What's your advice on staying and being positive? So I am not always positive. I've had a little bit of a shit week because obviously I'm not going to say it again because I feel like I've said it a million times, but I'm going for surgery tomorrow and I'm trying to overcompensate by being extra energetic, but inside I am absolutely scared shitless. One way that I have definitely stayed more positive is just starting my mornings out right, because I would literally wake up and the first thing I would do is go on my phone. That is the worst thing you could possibly do, because imagine you wake up and you see an email that you didn't want to see, or some weirdo has just commented on your photo and, you know, off a fake account and just said something mean, or I don't know, like there's a million things online. And I saw this quote the other day and I have to say this, like this has nothing to do with this answer, but I have to tell you it because I was like, oh my god. Social media grabs your attention because it focuses more on negativity than positivity. For example, if you're on the motorway and on the right hand side of you, on the other side of the road, there's the most beautiful flowers you've ever seen in your life, and there's just rows and rows of them on the other side of the motorway. And then on the left hand side of the motorway, there is what looks like the worst crash you've ever seen in your life. Like ambulances are there, there's bodies on the floor. Which side are you realistically looking at? Like for some reason, it's human instinct to want to look at the car crash. I don't know why it is. Like you ignore the flowers on the other side of the road and look at the car crash. It's the same with social media. Like we focus so much on negative stuff, which is why I want to be on my phone less. Like there's so much negativity on social media. A negative post will grab your attention more than a positive one. For example, this same person, it was actually on a podcast which I'll leave down below, but this same person was saying if someone wrote a status, like a Facebook status for example, that said, had such a nice night at this party this evening, everyone was so lovely, everyone looked gorgeous and blah blah blah. Saw that post, and then you see another one that's like, oh my god, Jim's an absolute arsehole, everyone dressed like shit. Like you're obviously going to be more interested in the negative one. It's just human instincts. Like I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. So I think rather than looking at your phone the first thing in the morning, you should be thinking about things that you're grateful for. And that sounds so cliche and so like, oh, okay, like everyone says that, but if you actually go through with it and just think of little things that you're grateful for, like I'm grateful to be waking up in the most comfortable bed that I don't want to get out of, but I'm grateful to have a job to go to, and I'm grateful that I have breakfast this morning. I'm grateful that I can go to the gym and move my body, because there's so many things that we take for granted. If you believe in God like me, praying in the morning honestly just keeps me positive all day, because I'll be thinking about what I'm grateful for all day, and I've just started my morning off right. And I feel like that first hour in the morning determines your day. You can either start it really negatively or you can start it positively. I feel like I'm ready to move on to my Mexican bowl for a little bit. But yeah, mornings are really powerful. Like even before switching your TV on or anything like that, maybe listening to a 10-minute podcast. I mean, I'm trying to look for podcasts that are a little bit shorter, that are just 10 minutes that you can listen to, that will just inspire you for the day, and then you move on. Maybe that's something that I can think about, because I feel like I would really benefit from just hearing like 5 to 10 minutes every morning of someone inspirational. This bowl is inspirational, if anything. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to move on to a completely different subject, because apparently I've been preaching for the last 10 minutes. What's your top advice you would give someone wanting a boob job? My top advice would be, make sure it's something you 100% want, and you've not just wanted it for a month or a year or even 2 years. Like, it's something you have really thought about, because I'm not gonna lie, this is me being very open and honest, girl to guy, whoever's watching this, I didn't. And it's, as much as I love my boobs, like don't get it twisted, I love them. I just wish I would have thought about it more. I don't know whether if I would have thought about it more I would have still had them done. That doesn't mean I don't love them, but I just think it is such a big change, one that you've obviously got to keep on top of. It just wasn't necessary for me. Like, it wasn't a life or death situation. Like, I know for some people they really struggle with just certain things about themselves, and they just can't seem to move past it, whereas that was never a huge issue for me. So I just wish I would have thought about it a little bit more. So if I could give any advice pass any advice on to someone thinking about any form of surgery, not even just having a boob job, just please make sure it is something you 100% want and you know that you'll never change your mind on. Is it weird to have a higher libido than my man? And this is why I hate this society, because it's all like, why would that be weird? It is completely normal for women to enjoy sex just as much as men, if not more. Like, of course we enjoy it when you know, in the bedroom. That is, to me, the closest you can get to heaven. Like, it, you know, it feels amazing. So like, let's just remove this stigma that men love sex more than women, because let's be honest, like, it's great. It's a great time for all. I think there's ways around it. You can obviously include sex toys and, you know, like, have some you time as well, which I think is really important, especially because I think for as much as you want that attachment to your partner, you also want to keep that attachment to yourself, and I think that is a form of that. But yeah, I think if it's something that's bothering you, that, like, you know, your man doesn't want to be as active in the bedroom as you would want, I think it's something you can definitely talk about if you're like comfortable in the relationship. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I would bring that up, but I feel like you know your man enough to know that you can drop subtle hints. I don't know how I would do that. I got this question so many times. What are the main symptoms of endo? So I don't know whether you guys would want to see a video on it, because I've been suffering with endo for as long as I can remember. I think since I was about 14. I started my periods quite late. I started when I was 14. Everyone was starting really young. I don't know whether that is old or young, but I just remember all of my friends had started before me, and I remember they used to complain about period pains, but mine were to the point where oh my god, like even thinking about it now, they were a lot worse when I was younger. They've started getting a little bit worse now again. But I remember I'd be fainting, I'd be vomiting. I went to Paris with my cousin, and I remember the whole time I was just throwing up because I was in so much pain. Like, I didn't even get to enjoy Paris. I was so ill. It makes you tired all the time. You feel like the smallest tasks drain you. Like, even the other day on the video, I'm going to leave it down below, but I was trying to organize my wardrobe, and even that was just making me so tired. And it's so frustrating because you're tired from doing nothing, and everyone, like, saying that to someone would just make you sound lazy, but you can't explain it. You feel like you've just done a 3-hour gym session, and then you've carried the world on your shoulders for the rest of the day, and you've literally done a million tasks. But the worst one for me is the pain. The pain is, I can't even describe it, like the worst pain I've ever been in my life. It feels, for me, it's more specifically in one area, which I'm going to find out about tomorrow, whether it's like mostly in that area or whatever. But I can feel it in like one particular area, but it hurts all the way around your stomach, your back. It gives you backache. It's horrendous. It's not good. They were like the main symptoms for me, but I know there's a lot more that people suffer with. A lot of people were saying in my last video that I should look at changing my diet, which I found really interesting. So maybe after my surgery, that's definitely something I'm going to look into, because honestly, anything to stop this horrendous illness. This was a question but aimed at me, but I feel like it was such an important one. So it says, January is such a hard month. Just checking you're okay. Love you. Love you too. That is so lovely of you. Yes, I'm good. I feel like that is why I wanted to bring it up, because January is honestly such a hard month. I said this in a video recently, but there's so much pressure on the new year and so much pressure in January. I personally hate January. I don't actually start enjoying the year until like March, because as much as it's great being motivated for a new year and wanting to go after goals, it does make you feel 10 times worse when you're just having a bad day. So this is a sign to check on all of your friends and family, because January is a really hard month, and especially after Christmas, I feel like everyone's kind of got the winter blues now. Like, there's not really much to look forward to but summer, but it still seems so far away. I mean, I'm so excited for summer and spring and just to be warm again. Like, I've realized this winter, my worst thing in life is being cold. I can't stand being cold. That's why I've not been active on Instagram as much, because I'm not going outside because I am dreading being cold. Someone actually said, is there going to be a girls trip? There's going to be many girls trips, and that's a promise, because I didn't actually get to enjoy my girls trip last year, and I'm 25 this year, which means I'm going to be away on my birthday, obviously. So yes, there will be many girls trips this year. Okay, this one's kind of similar to one I had before, but low sex drive in a happy relationship. This is so normal. Like, I feel like once you're really comfortable as well, like, it's just normal for that part of the relationship to wear off. But I think it's just about keeping it spicy and keeping it exciting. You know, if he loves you, then he's gonna understand if you're going through a little wave, which I do think is normal. Like, you're not gonna have a high sex drive 24/7. Like, that's just, I don't know, maybe normal for some people, but it's not normal for everyone. I feel like some people can get it twisted and think if their sex drive isn't that high anymore, it's their man or it's their partner, and that's the reason. But I don't think that is always the reason. I just feel like sometimes you don't feel sexy in yourself, or you could be stressed about something, or there's a million different reasons why your sex drive can go, but it's not always down to your partner. But I think it's also important to communicate that to your partner, because you also don't want your partner thinking it's them and for them to feel unloved. It's your responsibility as well to make sure your partner feels loved and feels secure and feels like you also find them attractive, because if they're thinking this girl does not find me attractive anymore, then they're probably thinking she's finding someone else attractive, and that's going to make them start questioning things as well. So I think it's also important to communicate that to your partner. Okay, this one low-key pissed me off, and I'm trying not to let my ego answer this question. Is it normal for your man to still have videos with his ex? Why? Why do you need those videos though? I don't know whether it's normal, but I know how I would react if I found that on my man's phone, and it would not be good. I don't know, like what do you need that for? I guess if this guy has literally like 100,000 pictures and videos on his phone and he's just forgotten, I mean, even so, I just feel like guys think so differently. We think about these things, you know what I mean? As women, we really read into these things, and when we get in new relationships, we think, oh, this ex needs to be like completely rid of, like bye bye, see you later. Because if I was holding on to videos or pictures of my ex, that would mean that I've still got something there that I want to hold on to. So that's how I would view it. But guys don't think like that. Sometimes guys are that dumb that they just forget. So it wouldn't be a make or break, but I'd definitely be like, what are these? They've got to go. And depending on his reaction, like if he's like, no, like if he's gaslighting you saying, why have you gone through my phone, or like, you can't tell me what's, then sis, red flag. But if he's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like didn't realize I even still had them, bye bye, I'd still remember it. I'd still be like, but I'd probably let it go. Oh, that is such a hard question, because I do sometimes think, like, this is what I'm saying, I'm trying not to let my ego answer it, because oh my god, I'd be pissed. I would be so pissed. But at the same time, I'm like, guys just sometimes are so stupid. This is another one that I'm not gonna let my ego answer, but it is, do you think people can change? And then she basically gave a story on how her man had cheated in the past, and then they'd like moved through it and they were better now. So yes, I do think people can change. I've made mistakes when I was 18, when I was 16, that I would not in a million years make now, because I've learned from those mistakes. And little mistakes that I made when I was younger, I would not do now because I've learned from it. And I feel like there's some people that unfortunately, like, cheating is just in their nature and they're always going to do it. Oh my god, someone's calling me, I hate this. Hello? Sorry, that was a nurse just reminding me of tomorrow. Let's just put that back in my mind. I'd literally forgotten about it. Anyway, yeah, I do believe people can change, and I believe that if he's realised, like, oh my god, I've nearly lost the love of my life and it's over a huge mistake, I genuinely believe that they wouldn't do it again. And I just think, this is what I'm saying, it's human nature to make mistakes, and I think it's so unfair to say, you know, I'll never forgive this person because they're never going to change, because we've all done shit in our lives that we wouldn't do again, and we've all made huge mistakes, and we've all probably been through periods where we've not really liked who we are as a person. So yeah, I mean, if you think they're going to do it again, obviously hell no, like never in a million years. But if you are open to forgiving them, then yes, I do feel like people can change. I did want to actually do some like more specific ones, because I'm probably going to end this here, because I feel like it's just been a little bit like question from question. But I definitely want to do a girl talk next time on like maybe like feminine hygiene, because I did get a lot of like feminine hygiene questions, and then maybe more like dilemma videos, so more specific dilemmas that I can help you guys with. This was just a little bit of a random girl talk, which I do enjoy sometimes, to be fair, because I can literally just sit here and, you know, share some knowledge and share some advice, which, I don't know, brings us closer, because it feels like we're doing this friend to friend. Like I said, if you do enjoy these videos, it would help me out so much if you gave this a thumbs up. I've not said that for ages, but it really does help me out, and then I know whether you like these videos or not. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Pray for me tomorrow, please. In fact, when you're watching this video, I will have already had my surgery, so hopefully you've already prayed for me. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.